So it's the daily go get mism show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it whiz? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting, and everything is going to be all right. We're talking about cursing around your mother tonight. Tonight on the Daily Go Get 'Em Ism Show, we are talking about the first time you cussed around your mother. What you know? The first time you cussed around your mother, what do you know? Um, a lot of people, especially a lot of kids who were born and raised by restrictive parents, strict parents. Parents wouldn't let you go off the step, go off the block, ride your bike, go over your friend's house, spend the night, go to parties, hang out, do the things that growing children like to do. A lot of children and a lot of people who grew up around parents that put them under those kinds of restrictions grew up a lot of their lives talking about, man, I can't wait till I get grown. I can't wait till I get grown. I can't wait till I get grown. When I get grown, I'm gonna do this thing. My seeds are sown, yeah, and I'm doing my thing alone. And I'm gonna make sure that I represent. And when I have children of my own, they're gonna get bent and never sent to their room without being able to express themselves like I can't. All right, so allergy pill, yo. I gotta fight this thing. My allergies have been hitting me with a left and a right and 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 a right and a left. I gotta fight back. Anyway, you might have grown up talking about I can't wait till I get grown. I can't wait till I turn 18. I can't wait till I wait. And a lot of times it was because a lot of children aren't allowed to express themselves around their parents. So they figure when they are grown, when they are old enough, when they are of age, then they will be liberated to finally be able to be heard, to finally be able to be respected, to finally be able to say the things that are on their mind, to finally be able to express themselves freely. It can be very restrictive and it can be very depressing to not be able to say the things that are on your mind, especially when you think that those things are true, especially when you think that those things are helpful, especially when you think that those things are necessary. So it's like having your heart caged up in a box, wanting to beat, wanting to love, wanting to express, wanting to be there, wanting to help, but you're not able to do it because somebody's saying, Now, wait a minute now, because there are a lot of children who grow up around parents that will let them cuss around them. Let's not get it twisted. There are some parents who not only curse around their parents, not only curse around their kids, but they smoke around their kids. They get high around their kids. They do all kinds of foul stuff around their kids. And some of those parents won't allow their kids to curse or express themselves or whatever on some old do as I say, not do as I do shit. But then there are those parents who will let their kids say anything they want to. We all went to school with some kids that came to school cussing. They cuss at the teacher, they cuss at the other students, they cuss at the NTAs, they cuss at everybody. You're like, yo, they gonna get suspended and get their ass beat right there at school. Some of them did, some of them didn't. Some of them did, some of them didn't. One thing is for sure, whatever ways that they were expressing themselves, it came straight from the home. Now, here's the little twist on that. Because it's not sweet like that. Many people might be able to cuss in front of their kid, in front of their parents. They might be able to cuss in front of their mom, but they might not be able to get love from their mom. Please pay attention to what I'm saying. There are parents out there that will let their children express all they want to, all the negativity that they want to express. They'll go ahead and let them say what they want to say and call them bad and say that that's why they ain't never going to be shit and they won't listen and all that kind of stuff. But that parent does not know how to show their child love. And it's just a total dysfunctional household. What you know? What y'all know? What have you seen? What did you hear? Where you been? So it's a tight situation, not favorable, not a good look. So imagine being able to curse and talk about all kinds of stuff that a child, even an adult teenage child should probably not be saying around their parents. But what they've always really wanted from their parents that they haven't been able to get is the love, affection, attention, the good attention from their parents. They haven't been able to get that. So what we're talking about tonight is the first time you cussed around your mother. The first time you cussed around your mother. For a lot of people, they've never cursed around their mom. I know I don't like to curse around mine. I've cursed a couple of times, light stuff, not no. But when I used to do comedy, I'm foul mouthed on stage. I'm not totally, Eddie Murphy with it, but I'm definitely expressive with the F-bombs and the sexual situations on stage. So, my mom used to come to a lot of my shows, and it would be like, I had to kind of block it out. I had to block it out. I had to do what I had to do. But it's funny because I would never talk like that at home. I would never talk like that at home. And my mom don't really curse a lot around me either. She don't curse a lot, period. Some dams and some shits and things like that. But F-bomb, she never really been about that life. Not for real, for real. So, but nonetheless, a lot of people, the first times that they cursed around they mom or their parents might have been at a time when they couldn't control it. They may have been grief stricken. Like let's say like a grandparent that you were so in love with passed and maybe suddenly or however it happens and you just may have been so mad at the world, mad at God, mad at the doctors, mad at somebody who may have taken their lives, whatever. You may have just been so messed up over what happened that you just let out a curse or two or three or however. And everybody understood. Everybody understood because you don't talk like that, but they may have felt the same way. And that ain't the when somebody is grief stricken and when they're in that state, that ain't the time to tell somebody to watch their mouth. That ain't a good look. It ain't their mouth that you might have to watch. It's not their mouth that you might have to watch. So that's what we're talking about today on the Daily Go Getimism Show, man. What y'all know? What's going on, Carol Chamberlain? Listen, I want to apologize to y'all for not coming through yesterday, but I had some things going on yesterday, some business things, some administrative things that really took up the most of my night and whatever. And it just wasn't going to work. It wasn't going to work. I could have tried it, but then I still had to go to work last night, and it wasn't going to work. 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 I tried, but it wasn't going to work. What's up, T. Carey? Right, morning, noon, and night. T. Carey, right, morning, noon, and night. Carol Chamberlain says, I swear we never did, or I wouldn't be here to tell it. I know what you mean. You know what I mean? No, I mean, it's a funny thing how it seems like some people want to be able to curse around their parents. Like they just been waiting all their lives for a chance to be disrespectful. Been waiting all your life to drop the F-bomb. Like something got to be wrong with you. Something got to be wrong with you. But, as we explore different situations, there may be reasons. There may be deep-seated reasons why you might want to finally be able to say what you want to say. I mean, imagine not being able to say anything to your parents, never being able to tell them that you're in love, or that you're unsure of yourself, or that you're afraid, or that you don't know, or that you don't know what you want to do in your life, or that you don't want to do something, that you don't want to explore the path that they have laid out for you, or um, or that you're disappointed. Because there are some parents that are so restrictive of their children's expression that they won't let them express their disappointment or their displeasure. It's basically like you take what you get. Well, you don't like what we fix for dinner, then you don't eat. That kind of stuff. And sometimes that attitude is necessary, but when it's that attitude night after night, day after day, never ending, that ain't right. That ain't right. And I don't know anybody that would like to grow up or prefer to grow up around that type of situation. You know what I mean? So yeah, and Carol says, sure isn't. Yeah, the time when somebody is grief stricken, like imagine if you're 16, 17 years old or something like that, and you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or something like that, and they get tragically hurt or they get killed. It's like, now a lot of parents might not be sympathetic to that. Like, well, you was too young to be caught up with some boy or some girl like that anyway. But young love is strong, man. Young love is stronger than a lot of other love anywhere, because when you're young, you feel like that first love that you have, you don't know nothing else. You don't know nothing else. You start thinking about your future, and you start thinking like, this is it. This is it. This is the way it's going to be forever. Now, not every teenager feels that way, but a lot of them do. You haven't been around, you haven't explored, you haven't been with anybody else. You don't know anything or anybody else the way that you know this person. So imagine something tragically happening to them, and you're never going to see them again, be with them again. One thing is for sure. You're all, and I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say this is for sure. One thing is for sure, when something like that happens, if you lose a lover at that young age, like 16, 17, 18, 19, more than likely you're going to martyr that lover as the best thing that ever happened to you, or you're going to fantasize and say that if they were here, things would have been different because they were the only ones that really cared for you. They were the only ones that really loved you. If they were here, then y'all would still be together. Y'all would have children. Things would be better. You wouldn't be out here scrambling. You wouldn't be out here being abused. You wouldn't be out here being used. You wouldn't be out here feeling like you're being used. That's what happens when you're young like that. You know what I mean? Because you probably didn't see the future, the real future, and the real person that they were going to become, because you don't even know what you were going to become. But that person would have had an impact in your life. So whenever you get hurt by another girl, whenever you get hurt by another boy, you're going to look back on that first love that you had when you were young, and you were faithful. You didn't care about nothing or nobody else. You're going to look back at that and be like, yeah, they was the best. They were the best thing that ever happened to me. Not enough had happened to you. But I'm only saying this to say this. Yeah, if something tragically should happen to a person like that, you probably going to let out a curse. Why the fuck did somebody have to do that? Why would they take the life of my baby? Why would they do that? So an F-bomb, shit bomb, I don't know, motherfucker, it's going to come out. And more than likely, somebody is going to, hopefully, you're not in a totally dysfunctional family to whereas everybody just tells you to shut up or suck it up or or it's gonna be all right, or you'll meet somebody. Hopefully you're not in a situation like that. Hopefully you're in a situation where somebody will pull you close and tell you to let it out, and allow you to cry, and allow you to curse, and allow you to do whatever. And hopefully that person is your parents. Hopefully that those people are your parents. Hopefully. But sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not. My brother from another mother, Norris Hill. My brother from another mother, Norris Hill. Sit back, relax, max and shit. Norris Hill. What's going on, my brother? TK Wright says, I didn't curse in front of my mother until my mid-20s, but it was light. I didn't curse at or in front of my grandmother, mom, until I was in my 30s. Light cursing. Yeah, because when you have love and respect for your parents, you don't really want to curse around them. If you've already been able to say what you wanted to say or needed to say around your parents, you don't need to curse. Because think about it, you don't need to curse when you express yourself. A lot of times, I'm not one of those people who say that the only people who curse are the people who don't have a good vocabulary. But a lot of times you curse when you can't find any other words to express the way that you feel at that time. And sometimes a curse word has so many different meanings that it is the exact word that is needed at the time. You know what I mean? Like when I say that this nigga is a fuck nigga, I hope you understand what I mean. He ain't a good nigga. That nigga is sex. He is straight sex. And hopefully you know what I'm talking about. Like, he ain't no good. He's fuck. Say that nigga is how you when you got fat fingers and you only text with one hand like me. I don't know how y'all do the two-hand texting thing. I can't do it. I ain't got it. I don't know. My fingers, I don't know, my thumb's big. I can't two-hand text. I have one hand text. And sometimes when you spell fuck wrong, it comes off F cuck. So shout out, that nigga is F cuck. FCUK. That nigga F cuck. My brother Ansel Jones is in the house. What's going on, my brother Ansel Jones? So yeah, so more than likely, I'm going to go out on a limb by saying more than likely, if you feel like you have to curse in front of your parents, more than likely it's because you haven't been able to say what's on your mind in front of your parents before. So a curse word was all you could get out. You haven't been able to say that y'all don't act like y'all love me. Y'all don't act like y'all care about me. Y'all don't act like y'all support me. You don't go, here I am an athlete. You don't come to none of my games. Here I am a scholar. You don't come to any of my awards shows or any of my honors, and any of the events that honor me. Here I am out here being active in the community. You never come out here and support me with that. Here I am trying to do something productive out here. You're not. You know how many people have joined the military to get away from their families, who wouldn't let them express themselves, who wouldn't let them be nothing? You know how many people have gone into the armed services because they had to get away from their families? Their families were either that restrictive or that destructive. A lot of people, and Ansel, I know you can attest to this. A lot of people have gone into the military to save their lives because they felt like their families was what they felt like being around their families was eventually going to take their lives. All of my family members are on drugs. All of my family members are selling drugs. All of them are gangsters. All of them are on some other shit. I don't want to be a part of that life. I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know. Maybe if I was born different, maybe it's because I got a different mother, different father, something. But I know that I need to go join the Army, Air Force, Navy or Marines to get away from these motherfuckers, because if I don't, I'm going to be dead in these streets. If I don't, I'm going to be in jail for the rest of my life. If I don't, I'm going to have nothing but a bunch of kids. If I don't, I ain't going to do nothing but wind up on welfare. A lot of people that happened to. A lot of people. And so says, I was about to fight someone, was the only one time my mom heard me cuss. I'm glad you brought that up, Ansel, because I've seen that situation happen a lot of times. You know, when you was about to rumble somebody, I've seen it happen more with girls though. You know what I mean? Like maybe some girls was about to try to jump a girl, and she had to fight them all or whatever. Or she maybe she was a little pretty thing, and the other regular girls was always hating on her, and they always wanted to fight her. And you know how some pretty girls grew up, and the regular looking chicks or the ugly chicks. I don't really like to go there, but you know, some of the regular looking chicks might have wanted to mess her face up, and they might have even said it. Yeah, think she pretty? I'm a fuck her face up. Yeah, well, you know, in them times you might have found out that little cutie was down to go for hers, because she knew it was either defend herself, or it was going to be a rough life for her from now on until, and she wasn't having it. So that might have been the time she was like, man, fuck these bitches. Okay, baby. Okay, when you had to pull that little girl off of that other little girl, like, okay. No, mom, no, fuck this bitch. I'm taking a fucking ass. You be fucking with me every day. I'm with your fucking ass. Okay, baby, it's okay. It's okay. No, ma, it's not okay. Because every day I gotta go through this fucking shit. Every day I gotta go through this fucking shit. They be fucking with me. They be talking shit about me. They be trying to fuck me up. They be Yeah, you might have got it out that day. Yeah. Y'all can tell I ain't been getting good sleep. Look at these eyes. My eyes, y'all. They don't normally look like this. I'm doing bad out here, son. I'm doing bad. Carol says that. Ansel, I know that's right. When you're angry and you don't think about mom being there. Yeah, when it's there, when it's on, and you know, y'all ever see that movie, A Christmas Story? The little white boy that wanted the BB gun. He wanted that BB gun for Christmas. And he used to get bullied by this kid, used to bully him every day. This had to be set in like the 30s or the 40s, something like that. And this little boy used to bully him. And man, he just caught Ralphie on the wrong day. And Ralphie whooped that ass. He whooped that ass. He whooped that ass. Whoop that ass. And his mom caught him whooping the little boy ass. And he whooped the little boy ass, bloodied his nose, mouth, and all that. Couldn't stop him while he was beating him up. He was cussing. Mom, and he thought his mom was going to tell his pop on him. He told his mom, he thought his mom, because his mom pulled him off of the little boy. And he thought that his mom was going to tell his pop what he had done and what he had said while he was doing what he was doing. And his mom didn't tell on him. He said, and after that, him and his mom was like this. They had like a bond. It was a teaching moment. It was a loving moment. Some people never get that. But hopefully, if you've gotten that, hopefully that was the time. If you had to curse around your parents, maybe hopefully that was the type of scenario that it happened, and you know, y'all could go ahead and close that chapter as y'all open a really good chapter, a new book on the love and the bond that y'all have with each other. Hopefully. You know what I mean? Nara says, mine is a funny one. I wish I could call in. I was fussing with my sister over who was riding shotgun. I said, she, you better get in the back seat. Mind you, we were leaving church. Yeah. Mind you, we were, you know what? When people go to church, they realize that a lot of people that go to church curse in church. Or a lot of church goers curse. You know, a lot of people be acting like just because you go to church, you know, you don't use foul language, you don't fornicate and all that. We all know the truth. We all know the truth. A lot of y'all done seen y'all pastors cuss. Yeah, a lot of y'all done seen y'all shoot. They like, look, listen. Jesus saves and God forgives. So, you know what I mean? Fuck them niggas. Fuck them niggas over Third Rock Jericho. They ain't saving souls. We saving souls. All them niggas going to hell. Fuck them. God forgive me for that. But they ain't tithing right. They ain't tithing right, Lord. We, you know, over here, the People's Church, we tithing right. Third Rock to Jericho Church they ain't tithing right. They ain't tithing right. They ain't tithing. Yo, they need to get going because they ain't tithing. I ain't going over there. I ain't driving, not sending none of my members over there because they ain't godly. And I don't know where they going to go when, God closed the chapter. But I know that after we will live forever because I know that we are down in our endeavors. We are all stars. We gonna be up in heaven. That's where we are. And y'all know that the Third Rock Jericho, that ain't the church that y'all should ever go, y'all. And I know that y'all should come over to the People Church. Yeah, a church of God, baby. A church of God in Christ. A church of God in Christ. Well. Whoa. Yeah. What y'all know? The first time you cursed around your mother. Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, this is the Daily Go Getimism Show. We do this every single day from 7 o'clock to like 8 o'clock. You know how we do. And we talk about the first time you cussed around your mother. When was the first time you cussed around your mother? So I want to go back to a little something that we was talking about at the beginning of the show. Imagine being able to cuss around your parents, do all kinds, have boyfriend, girlfriends, even have sex in your house, in your parents' house. You can do all that kind of stuff, but you can't get no love from your parents. You can't get no affection from your parents. You can't get no proper guidance from your parents. Maybe your parents was on drugs and shit. Bad parents is always on drugs and shit. Maybe you were born to parents that was always hooked up and always more into their love interest than they were into you. You may have grown up in a house where your parents, your birth parents weren't together physically or romantically, but maybe your mom always had a boyfriend that she was into more than she was into you. It sounds foul, but it happens so often. So you got me so you yo yeah, I say you got me so what the hell did I do? I know that up I screwed. What the hell did I do? I know that up is how I screwed. I said, what the hell did I do? Yeah, I know that up is how I screwed. Let me make sure. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I just like knocked Blog Talk out of the whole joint. All right, we got it back. We got it back. We got it back. Third Rock the Jericho Church. Y'all need to get yourselves right. Get it right, get it right, get it right. Ansel Jones says, the first time my ex-wife heard me cuss was last year. Was last year we met, 2002. Wow. The first time your ex-wife heard you cuss was last year, and y'all met in 2002. So 21 years ago. That was the first time. The first time ever I cussed you out. Oh. Oh. Well, yeah, like I said, man, hopefully you were born to parents or to a family that would allow you to say the things that you need to say. Kids are curious. They have a lot of questions, and it's hurtful to always have your questions shot down. Don't ask me nothing stupid like that. Or don't ask, what are you thinking about that for? You ain't got no business thinking about that. You ain't got no business wondering about that. You ain't got no business. It's kind of one of the most hurtful things that you can say to a child. You ain't got no business, or you're not worthy, or you're not good enough to, or important enough to, yeah, you may not be old enough to know the answers to certain questions, but you should always be old enough to ask the questions. Well, how come? How come? Because when a child doesn't get a chance to ask questions about the things that they want to know, then they have to find out in other ways how to get the answers to their questions. So they might become nosy or snoop or go through people's belongings, or you know what I mean? There are a lot of ways that a child can get all messed up, tangled and twisted if they don't get a chance to express themselves, or they don't get a chance to ask their questions. It's bad. It's real bad. You know what I'm saying? It can get bad. It can really, really get there. And you don't want your kids to get there. You don't want them there. Do y'all want them there? I don't want them there. I don't want mine there. No, no. Mush. That's good. You don't want your churn. You don't want your churn to be stifled in their growth, in their mental and emotional, definitely their physical growth. Speaking of stunting your growth, remember they used to say if you smoke weed, then it would stunt your growth. So they had you thinking that everybody's going to run around here being shorties and midgets because they was puffing L's. Remember? Remember? Well, how'd that work out? Remember? 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 They used to say that if you smoke weed, it'll stunt your growth. Old wives' tale? Or did they put some growth, some human growth hormones, some HGH in the weed these days? You don't know what they putting in the weed these days. You don't know. mm. The video lagged. We got videos lagging out here. Y'all lagging. Chill. Eat them up, L. Chill. Eat them up, L. Carol Chamberlain says, I remember that. They also said drinking coffee would make you black. At least that's what they told me. Are you serious? Now, that one I never heard. I never heard that one. Maybe they meant that smoking weed would stunt your growth. Maybe they meant that in a different kind of they may have meant a different kind of growth. You know, maybe they didn't mean your physical growth. Maybe they meant your emotional or your spiritual growth or your financial or business growth. I don't know. But I know they don't say it no more. I know they don't say it no more. Carol, we should bring that back. You know, these little 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds running around here. Running around here smoking weed, thinking that nothing gonna happen to them. We need to be like, yo, it's gonna stunt your growth. You'll never make it to the NBA. You ain't gonna have no handle. They ain't gonna believe that shit. Some of them might finally start Googling. Like, let me see if we. You know what? Let's do this. You know, I've never Googled that. I ain't never Googled it. I ain't never Googled it. So maybe we should. Does smoking weed stunt your growth? Does smoking weed stunt your growth? Wow. Wait a minute. There is information here. Let's see what we got. Does weed stunt your growth? Experts have been saying that smoking weed at a young age can cause a myriad of problems. Not only does it increase incidence of cannabis dependency, but it may also affect brain development. However, does smoking weed at a young age stunt your growth? There isn't a lot of information on weed and height. However, there is a new research attempting to answer the question. Does weed stunt your growth? Let's look at what science says. At first, wait. Okay, no, it says, but first, let's look at what determines your height according to Medical News Today. Get the fuck out of here. All right, genetics are mostly responsible for your height. Other factors they've outlined include nutrition, hormones, activity levels, and medical conditions. However, according to a study from Pakistan, using weed at a young age may actually hinder your growth due to hormones. The study examined around 400 boys, both non-users and those that are classified as addicts. The study found that while there were higher levels of testosterone and lutein, wait a minute, luteinizing hormones, LH, in smokers, there were lower levels of growth hormones in the same set. Boys who did not smoke not only weighed more, but were 4 to 6 inches taller by the age 20 than those who smoked. In addition to that, there were higher levels of cortisol in heavy smokers. The theory is that cortisol causes an early onset of puberty, but simultaneously lowers growth hormones. Does CBD stunt your growth? While CBD is generally considered to be safe, there is still more research to be done on its users and effects. According to Paul Mitrani, MD, a clinical psychiatrist at Child Mind Institute. The biggest problem is that there is a lot that we still need to know, especially in kids. We do know that CBD has been used in medication for epilepsy, but we still need more research on its effect on children. When it comes to studying growth, we don't have a lot of information on that. According to one study, CBD didn't increase growth hormones after use. However, this isn't a long-term study like the one referenced above. The one above saw clear differences in height between people who used weed and people who didn't. Therefore, we'll have to conclude that we're not sure whether or not CBD stunts your growth. So I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Man. There's some other information on this article. How to get taller overnight. But what I will do is I will copy and I will paste this article into the comments. So if you would like to read it and study for your own edification, well, there you go, baby. There you go. Because one thing we don't do on this show is stunt. Yeah, mental growth. We want you to get tall, and tall enough to just ball. Don't have to jump high to dunk. Make sure you got a lot of spunk. You know what, you're going to be hunks. Handsome as hell and pretty, running all through. Running a city. That's how we do. You know, no pity will have to be shown because you're good. Grow. Okay. Cal said, thanks, Omar. I want to be taller. Do you think it will work? Well, just don't smoke the weed, Carol. First of all, take the weed about of your out of your regimen, or don't start smoking it, and then we'll go from there. Narso says, wait till I tell your daddy is no longer a scare tactic. Ain't that something? Because they know daddy ain't gonna be there. Okay, all right, chill. TK, right? Says early puberty. I believe that is true. Emily Dunlap in the house. I said Emily. Carol says, Taki, I know some tall people who smoke, so I can't believe it stunts growth. Maybe they didn't start smoking until they got tall. Maybe. Oh, Em, I didn't see you came in early, Em. I must have been reading the articles. You said it may cause puberty and stunt growth. Oh, Emily already done this research. She already knew. Ansel says the dental office would be filled doing that in front of her. Oh, wow. Oh, you talking about cursing? Wow. Got punched in the mouth. Carol says, yes, my grandmom always said that because I wanted coffee. Wow. Said it would make you black. And that's some ill shit. That's crazy. I said that's crazy. So we talking about the first time you cussed in front of your mother. You know what I mean? I still think we need to explore the whole thing about being able to express yourself in front of your parents, but still not being able to get love from your parents. That don't sound like a good situation. You know what I mean? I could smoke the weed in front of my parents, cuss in front of my parents, have sex in the same room as my parents, but I can't get no love. I can't do nothing about that. Can't be at the place where I get most comfort and love and affection. My erection is something that I need protection. Having all these babies, if and maybes. So I had a bunch of kids before I was 30, but nobody in my family heard me when I talked, when I expressed my pain, when I did some things, ready to jump in front of a train, when I had to explain how come I was going to jail again. I don't know. Carol says, whatever, Omar. I'm just saying. Listen, you know what I mean? Just don't smoke the weed. One thing we know is that the weed won't make you grow. We know that. One thing we know is that the weed will not help you grow. Emily says, I never cussed in front of either parent because having my teeth was important to me. Laughing, but very serious. I understand. But you know what? When I was 13, 14, 14, my dad told me I could cuss in front of him. He invited me to curse in front of him. He did. But that was my dad. He said, listen, if you have to, if you feel passionate about something and you feel like you have to curse, go ahead and curse. He said, but just don't be cussing just to be cussing. Like, don't just be throwing the F-bombs around just because I told you that you could cuss it. But his whole theory was, if I stop you from expressing yourself, then when you really need me, you probably won't come to me to get help from me. And I don't want that to happen. My dad was, man, he was innovative when it came to bonding, when it came to male bonding. He was very innovative when it came to that. So when he invited me to curse in front of him, I was, like my trust factor kicked in. Like, I don't know, like, you telling me I can curse? I was already cursing. Don't get me wrong, but I wasn't cussing in front of no grown-ups. You know what I mean? I wasn't cussing. I look to the left, look to the right. Yeah, fuck y'all. You know what I mean? Pussies. What? But not in front of no adults. So my dad told me, he said, no, listen, if you feeling like you don't have any other way to be able to express the way that you feel, go ahead and let it out. I ain't gonna be mad at you. You're not gonna get in no trouble. So it took a while. It took a while before I actually let it go. And it still wasn't often like that, So, but him doing that did establish a certain level of trust. It definitely took my trust of my dad to a new level. It levels unreached before. It was, yeah. So that's how that how that went down. Emily says, not even when I got grown. Is you grown, Emily? Is you grown yet? Is you? Is you? Carol says, oh shucks. So I guess I won't be smoking it to get taller. Nope. You're gonna have to put them taller insoles inside your shoes, Carol. They can get you like an inch or two. Take you to new heights, literally. Keep them shoes on. And you could be Carol the Stilt. Carol says, your dad was a smart man. He understood the need to express yourself. Yeah, not only that, but he knew I was a teenage boy, a black teenage boy. He knew what I was about to go through. He knew. You know what I mean? He knew, like, yeah. You're going to have these cats trying to encourage you to do certain things, explore certain things, try certain things. Peer pressure is going to be a mother. And sometimes the peer pressure may be for you, and sometimes it might be against you. So he didn't want to create a situation where I could possibly be doing things out there that was going to take me to jail or take my life or have me having a bunch of kids and nothing or something like that. All when I could have got help for that, but I was scared to go to him. So he said, look, if I don't allow this boy to go ahead and say what he needs to say, then I won't be able to know what's going on with him and possibly save him. But evidently he knew I could be saved. So, you know. And yes, I miss my dad. I miss him. Yo, I was good last year, Father's Day. Well, he passed in 21. But I was good last year, Father's Day. And I'll be good, Sunday. But shoot, every day I miss mine. You know what I mean? It ain't Father's Day ain't gonna make it no different, but shit. But anyway, yeah, the first time you cussed in front of your mother, because it's different when you cuss in front of your father. You might cuss in front of your father. You might cuss at your father. You know what I mean? A lot of people be mad at their father. You wasn't around. You know what I mean? I bought you a pair of socks and a tie for Father's Day in 1998. I still got them. You ain't come to get them. No, you ain't getting them now. They in the Smithsonian Father Archive. I'm mad at you, Dad. You be fucking up. I bought you them socks and that tie, and it was nice. People might curse at their dad, but it's like with something about your mom, you like, whoa. This woman carries you for 9 months. You know what I'm saying? You need to think about what you about to do. Think about what you about to say. And shout out to the people who have moms that they would never cuss in front of or never want to cuss out. Because not everybody has that kind of mom. And that's a sad thing to see when somebody doesn't get along with their mother, or when they've never received the kind of love from their mother that when somebody has a lot of issues with their mother, and that's whether they are the son or daughter. I don't know. It does something to me. I'd be like, man, damn. When I hear people be like, yeah, man, my mom is fucked up, and me and her don't get along. My mom, my mom, me. Yeah, but it happens. Carol says, I saved my allowance just to get you them socks and that tie. That's right. You ain't come around. You said we was gonna go to Great Adventure. You said we was gonna go to the zoo. You said we was gonna go downtown and play in the fountain, in the water fountain. You said that we was gonna go to the movies. We never went to see the movie. You still owe me. You still owe me to go see E.T. You never took me to see E.T. You never took me to see Time Bandits. You never took me to see Star Wars. It go back that far, Dad. You messed up, Dad. Damn, Dad. Damn, Dad. The funny thing is, my God family that lived across the street, they cussed. They family cut out. They whole family cussed in front of each other. Yeah, y'all be making me remember shit that they cussed. And you know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this. I think the reason that they cuss so much is because they drunk a lot and they played pinochle. And evidently you can't play pinochle without cussing. Evidently, you cannot play the game of pinochle without cussing a lot. I ain't never seen a pinochle game where there wasn't a whole lot of fuck that motherfucker. This motherfucker over here cheating. He the luckiest fat man I ever fucking seen. So yeah, it was a lot of cussing over there in my God family house. Mom, dad, everybody. And it stopped at mom and dad because I never saw their grandparents. I didn't see any grandparents. But they played pinochle. They played pinochle. Now, I don't know about y'all, but if you've ever seen a pinochle game where there wasn't no cussing, let me know. Because I thought it was like a requirement. You don't cuss, you can't play. That's right, Carol. E.T. 1982. You said we was gonna go see E.T. You never showed up. So you ain't get this tie. TK Wright says, you seen a pinochle game? You seen a pinochle game where there wasn't no cussing? Wow. Maybe it's a Philly thing. Maybe it's a Philly thing. Maybe. Yeah, my God family, they was some cussing something, boy. if I would have took their habits home across the street to my house, we'd have had problems. Oh, look. TK Wright says, my mother-in-law is in a league and they barely curse. Wow. Well. Now what? You've changed my life. My whole life has changed. Play pinochle without a curse. Maybe they play church pinochle. Is that possible? Is that possible? They play church pinochle? No. Carol says, my dad and uncles played but didn't curse. Maybe because kids were there, but them poker games was lit. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. We about to get on the body here, man. We about to do these birthday shout outs and get on the body. We about to do these birthday shout. We about to do these birthday shout. Because I started on time. Started on time. We started on time today. Time. Let's go. Let's go. All y'all said I couldn't do it. I made my own way and got through it, got to it, flowed like fluid, got to do it, juice. You know that it's time for us to get loose. Give me a little boost. Make sure I don't get high, but I'm going to tell y'all how incredibly fly I am. Scam will not get ran, but I'm going to say a couple of curse. Start with damn. All right, y'all. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious June 16th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box. Naomi Nikita, turning 33 years old today, and Stephanie Miss Tall Body Leary, happy birthday to you. And Donna Mackenzie Falk, turning 58 years old today, and Marita Martin, turning 48 years old today, and Faith Amanda, turning 32 years old today, and Charlene So Jefferson, turning 54 years old today, and Tamara Lindsay, happy birthday to you, turning 42 years old today, and Tiffany Wilson, turning 32 years old today. Man, hold on. We got to do the birthdays from yesterday. Valerie Everett, happy birthday to you. And Daniela Amotang, Amotang, happy birthday to you. And Olga Iris Correa, happy birthday to you. And Miss Gemini Laster, happy birthday. And Alan Meadows, happy birthday to you. And my girl Tia Wilson, aka Tiana, don't worry about it. And last but not least, my girl, go get her, J Boss Author. J Boss Author. I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And this goes out to each and every one of y'all born on this glorious June 16th and 15th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on it, do the damn, rock out, rock on it, do the damn, rock out, rock on it, do the damn thing, you do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings, you do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind, and anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, man, listen, when the first time you curse in front of your mother, you were probably very passionate about it, and hopefully you weren't cursing at your mom when you was cursing around your mom, and hopefully you didn't have to use the curse all of the time. Hopefully you could get your thoughts off and it would not be soft, but you would make sure that you got it off. And you wouldn't have to run it back and bring it back again, spinning the block and knocking off the clock. I rock out with those who make me feel comfy. I ain't trying to mess around with nobody who makes me feel grumpy. And if that is the case, hopefully you don't curse right in your mother's face. But if you cuss in her face, that's better than spitting in her face. I ain't trying to go there, but you know that we've seen a whole lot there. Peace to all of y'all, man. And I want to say this, I know even talking about this brings back a lot of memories for people because y'all done made me go back, and I was, sometimes things hit you for a time and a reason, and you don't even see it coming. So I want to say this, for all y'all who have lost your parents out there, if this show and this topic has touched y'all and is taking y'all to another place, I want to apologize first if we've done it in a way that has hurt you, and I want to comfort you if we have brought back a memory that has somehow touched you in a positive way, or have made you readdress something or have to realign your thoughts in order to process something in a good way. So we always try to support here, and we will continue to devoid the funk. So peace to all of y'all, peace to all of y'all parents, and peace to all of y'all memories. How about that? You know what I'm saying? So this was actually this show that we're doing tonight was actually supposed to be the Throwback Thursday, Let's Get Real About Relationships Thursday of show, but we're doing it tonight, and it's Flashback Friday, so we good, right? We good. All right. See y'all tomorrow. Now tomorrow we supposed to listen. Last week I told y'all that we was going to have a show about Black people in nutrition and using naturopathic medicine instead of traditional medical techniques and doctors and stuff like that. So if we do that show tomorrow, because I still I have to talk to my guest, but that show will be on Facebook instead of YouTube. We'll upload it on YouTube, but it won't be originally on YouTube. So we'll see how it go tomorrow. See how it go tomorrow, because I kind of dropped the ball twice because I didn't promote it, and I didn't really feel like I had time. Y'all don't understand what I've been through, but forget about all that. I'm not gonna make no excuses. I ain't making no excuses. It's gonna be all right. We're gonna make it happen. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. So I see y'all at 1:00 tomorrow. 1-ish. Y'all know how I go. But it's gonna be on Facebook if we do it that way. If not, I see y'all back here. But y'all know either way. I'll let you know. All right, so Blog Talk, we gonna get you out of here. Yeah. And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobas. Peace.